Yebo, yes, Sanmona. Hello, Siyabonga here with Sensaholics, and I'm back in with another classy video. So guys, today I've got something which is different, and I know you'll say, you always say that, but guys, I have to. I can't constantly be giving you the same type of content all the time. So that's why I tell you why I've got something different. So today I've got something which I received from the IFF, from Dr. Inika Talyard, which she gifted me, which is what they call a slow smelling kit. So this is the book that comes with here. So IFF slow smelling, there you go. Okay. And then I'll show you the actual kit itself. It comes in this beautiful leather box. This is a beautiful leather box. It is pretty heavy. And this is how the fragrances come in the box. So it's about 13 fragrances. And these fragrances are from all the perfumers from the house, okay? All the perfumers from the house. So I'll say house, but I'll say from the organization because it's more appropriate. It's just that I'm so used to dealing with fragrance houses. But from the organization, the IFF, they've got a lot of very quality perfumers who've been doing this for a long time. They've got about 4 to 5 master perfumers, and the others are your general perfumers, but they've been doing it for a long time and do very high quality fragrances for different brands and different houses themselves. And what I wanted to point out with you guys is that with regards to slow smelling kits, it was released in 2020. It was released in a year which was very tough. We know we all went through COVID, and the world of fragrances kind of took a standstill, just like majority of the stuff. And this slow smelling kit is something which is sort of similar to like speed dating, but on the fragrance side, we said instead of when you're dating somebody, you're changing partners all the time and engaging with them, in slow smelling, you can't just do that with a scent. You have to smell it slow so you can understand all of the notes in the fragrance, from the top notes, the middles, and the base. You would have seen when I showed you the slow smelling kit that there was 2 fragrances that were missing, and those are 2 fragrances that I'll speak about today. All the fragrances that were created in this line of slow smelling kits, there was a message that was sent through to the perfumers to say, guys, there's no budget. Usually you'd be given a budget. Here, there's no budget. They say, go wild. Let the fragrance be an expression of you. Show me what you can produce. What do you feel? What are your emotions? What is your art without any boundaries? So these fragrances or these creations from each of the perfumer has got their signature. As you'd usually know, every fragrance or every perfumer has their own signature and their fragrance. But this year they took it a step further and took their most favorite notes, because when perfumers create fragrances, they have a write-up which they're given from a brand to say, this is what we want the fragrance to smell like. These are the notes that we want. But with here, they were said, open pages, yeah. Write your own story on your pages and do your own creations. We are giving you the most highest of ingredients. So majority of the ingredients in these fragrances are absolutes, which are the highest quality of fragrance oil that you can use from the particular notes that you are using. So I'll give you 2 of them and let's kick it off. So I'll also show you something from the book. This is the first fragrance I'll show you, and this one here is from Fanny Bell, okay? Or Fanny Bell, okay? That's her picture so you know who she is. Okay, there you go. And this is her fragrance here. So they all come in, I think, 8.5 ml bottles. There you go. And it's got their names on it. Okay. This is it. And before we even speak about it, I'll just spray it for you guys so you can also see how these small atomites have got such a nice mist on them, okay? I'm just gonna take out, in this box you would have seen that there's what we call tester strips here that actually come from the IFF, okay? There you go. There you see. Okay, I'll close it there and I'll take out a test strip. There. It even says slow smelling, attention to detail. Okay. Open it here. Not your nice and mist. There you go. You see how nice and wide it is. This one here, it's definitely not mass appealing. Definitely. Very rich and robust. Very spicy. So I'll just read you guys the notes and a little bit of the story of what she did when she was creating this here and take you on a journey, okay? So what she says, the description here, there you go. You see it has description there and it's also got the notes, okay? So I'll just read it out for you guys. So the first impression, she says, is of a sunny gargi. I don't know what that is, but you guys can correct me. So it's gargi. And it says the powerful presence of Moroccan lentisque absolute, okay? And then from Elamar, and it takes over both green and warm. So that's what I'm smelling, is green and warm. And then it says here, a few spices enhance its reflections. The Elamar pink pepper. So Elamar is from a specific region that they get the type of pink pepper from. And then it's also got, they say it's undoubtedly, it's born in a similar climate and seduces lovers of the Macu just as much. So Macu is a place, and it also goes perfectly with lentisque, which is the note that was mentioned before. So this type of pink pepper matches very well with that Moroccan lentisque, okay? It also says here, this is where she makes room for orange flower absolute, okay? So we're getting some florals now. And then as well, it's sensual and in its own way. So this orange flower is very sensual. And then we've got, in the dry down, fresh citrus fruits personality. So it's got citrus fruits in the dry down, which you usually get in the opening. So she kind of flipped it around, put more warm and strong notes at the top, and the lesser notes, which are more citrusy and airy, at the dry down, which is something which is unique on its own. And then we've also got what they call Elamar vetiver as well. So it's a very strong and robust, rich vetiver, which is very high quality. And then in all, she says she's got 19 ingredients, you know, for this formula, and nothing missing, nothing in excess. Luxury is finding a balance. That's what she says. So with this particular fragrance, I would say personally, I'm not the biggest fan because it's very spicy, rich, and, you know, in your face. But I appreciate the art form of what she did here. And as she said, you know, luxury, it's important because it's a representation of self. And here, this is her personality, and it's showing the highest perfumery that you can get. So I commend you, Fanny Bell. If you happen to watch this, even though myself, I wouldn't wear this fragrance because it's just a little bit too much for me, but I respect the art and I respect you. I've got a lot of fragrances that you've made, and I love the way you design your fragrances. I commend you for this. The next one we've got is from Nicolas Bellieu. So this is the fragrance here from Nicolas Bellieu, okay? And then I'm also going to show you, this is his picture here, Nicolas Bellieu, okay? And then with him, the description of fragrance says, while the perfume he created is woody, spicy, and very green. So he's already telling us what to expect. But before we get into the detail, let me spray this one as well, okay? Okay. There you go. Whoa, whoa, this one here is absolutely amazing, yo. You know, when I do that, I love a scent. Absolutely amazing. Okay, let's hear what Nicolas has to say about his creation. So Nicolas says, while the perfume he created is woody, spicy, and very green. Its rich and complex formula it also conceals nuggets of innovation within. So it's got nuggets of innovation within. So I don't know what that means, but we'll find out as we go along. So first, the Elamar vetiver concentrate is used, and Elamar turmeric roots. So we've got vetiver and turmeric, which is here in the fragrance off the top. Honestly speaking, I do not pick up the turmeric, but I can pick up the vetiver. And then he says that we've also got Elamar cedar wood. This perfume framework is there and in its roots. And then the heart, we've got Madagascar black pepper to give it the spicy approach. And then we've got as well a cultivation extraction to extend the woody, spicy, and base. So finally, to create the green and dimension, the perfumer tapped into his vegetable palette and combined rarely showcased natural ingredients with biting audacity. You see the way they describe it here, it's as if, he's speaking about biting, edible, vegetal. It's so crazy, guys, the way they express these here. And it says Lintiscu Absolute, which is the note here, turmeric leaf oil and violet leaf are what are found in the base of the fragrance. And this Vetsuso composition marries perfume with the environmental future. So essentially what he's saying is that the environment and what he put in the notes is what we have in the future of fragrances, where we've got vegetables or a vegetal feel with woody notes and spicy notes, which is something which is different. And all the ingredients here are very high quality and natural ingredients, and you can pick it up as you smell. So those are my two for today. As you see, the description itself, it's a translation from French to English. So you'll excuse me for some of the pronunciation of the names, because it was converted from French to English, but you got a type of an understanding what I was trying to say. And this is the art of perfumery, when I always tell you that perfume is art. And they took their time to give the highest quality of notes and also ingredients. So I hope you liked it, guys. I'm going to keep giving you more of these in-depth reviews of these type of fragrances, which are from some of the perfumers that you love, and then we'll take it from step to step. It's just 2 today. We've got about 11 more, but I'll take you on your journey as the months go on. Thank you for supporting. Don't forget to like, comment, and also subscribe. But most importantly, don't forget to dress well and smell even better. Peace.